हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम बैक टू कहानी सुनो with Kabir and Shara, and I'm your host Kabir. Today I have a story that's going to take you on the wildest ride of your life. Now, before we begin, let me tell you something. I have narrated many stories on this podcast. Mysteries, thrillers, sci-fis, but this one has everything rolled into one. You're talking action, romance, suspense, comedy, and probably the most expensive piece of paper anyone has ever accidentally carried in their pocket. So here's what I want you to do: get comfortable, pour yourself a cup of chai or coffee or whatever you like, maybe grab some snacks because this is a long one. Turn off your distractions, close your eyes if you want, and let me take you on this journey. Trust me, you're going to want to pay attention to every single detail because this story is going to surprise you in ways you never expected. Ready? Let's begin. This is the Train to Trichy. Our story begins with a man named Vicky. Now, when I first heard about Vicky, I thought, okay, pretty normal guy, mid 20s, graduate degree in arts, which, if you're from an Indian family, you know exactly what that means. Every family function, without fail, some uncle or auntie will corner him and ask, Beta, BA में क्या scope है? Engineering क्यों नहीं किया? But Vicky isn't sitting idle. No, this guy has worked. Oh boy, has he worked. Marketing intern at a startup. Lasted 7 months until the startup ran out of funding. Call center agent. Made it to 8 months before he couldn't handle one more angry customer yelling about their internet connection. Retail assistant at a clothing store. 6 months. And he left because, in his words, if I have to fold one more shirt that a customer unfolds immediately, I am going to lose my mind. Data entry operator, fast food service crew, insurance sales agent, the list goes on. Vicky's resume is like a tour of every possible job a fresh graduate can do it in India. The problem? Nothing sticks. Either job doesn't work out or Vicky realizes it's not for him. His father has given up asking, "Kya plan hai?" Because the answer is always, "Dad, I'm figuring it out." But then something changes. Vicky lands in a small village called Dhanpur. And when I say small, I mean small. The kind of village where everyone knows everyone's business, where the most exciting event of the month is when the traveling vegetable vendor comes with fresh supplies from the nearest town, where the biggest scandal was when somebody's buffalo got loose and ate half of the serpent's carefully grown tomato plants. Dhanpur has one school, just one. They need a teacher. Vicky, with his graduate degree and his decent communication skills, gets the job. And you know what? For the first time in his life, Vicky actually likes what he's doing. The children love him. He makes learning fun. He doesn't just teach from textbook. He tells them stories, relates lessons to their daily lives. When teaching math, he uses examples of farming and harvest yields. When teaching English, he helps them write letters to their relatives in cities. But more than that, Vicky becomes invaluable to the entire village. See, in a place like Dhanpur, literacy rates aren't very high. Many of the adults can't read or write well. And suddenly, here's this educated man from the city who can help them. Uncle Ramu needs to fill out his Provident Fund form. Vicky helps him. And Auntie Saraswati needs to understand her grandson's school admission letter. Vicky translates. Someone needs to write an application to the local government office. Vicky writes it. He becomes, in a way, the village's unofficial literacy officer. And the villagers, they adore him. They have never had someone so educated, so patient, so willing to help, living among them. Vicky doesn't act superior. He doesn't look down on their simple lives. He eats what they eat, wears simple clothes, rides a bicycle that squeaks so loudly you can hear him coming from half a kilometer away. Now, every good story needs romance, right? And this is where Saloni enters the picture. Saloni is not your typical village girl. She's well educated. She actually went to college in a nearby city. She comes from one of the slightly better of families in Dhanpur, the kind that owns more than just a few acres of land. But despite her education, her family status, Saloni is humble. She's kind, and when she meets Vicky, something clicks. Maybe it's because they're both educated and can actually have conversations about books, about the world beyond the village. Maybe it's because Vicky treats her as an equal, not as someone to be impressed. Maybe it's just chemistry. They start spending time together. At first, it's innocent. Saloni helps Vicky organize school events. They work together on a literacy program for village women. But slowly, surely, it becomes something more. Long walks after school, conversations that stretch late into the evening, shared dreams about making the village a better place. And the beautiful thing, the village approves. In many places, this would be a problem, the city boy and the local girl, but not in Dhanpur. The elders see how Vicky has embraced their community. They see how happy Saloni is. The panchayat gives their blessing. Even a grumpy panchayat head. And this man once rejected a wedding proposal because the groom sneezed during the meeting and he took it as a bad omen. Even he smiles and nods his approval. So, there you have it. Vicky has finally found his place. He has a job he loves, a community that respects him, and a woman he wants to marry. After years of drifting, of job hopping, of figuring it out, Vicky has figured it out. But you know what they say, dosto? When life is going too smoothly, when everything seems perfect, that's exactly when it all falls apart. It's a Tuesday afternoon. The sun is high in the sky. The heat is oppressive. The kind of heat where even the dogs have given up and are lying in whatever shade they can find. Vicky is in the classroom trying to teach. The children are restless because of the heat, but he's doing his best. All right, children, pay attention. This is important for your exams. There is used when something belongs to someone, like their book or their house. Can someone give me an example? Their cow, teacher. Excellent. Very good. Now, there. Now, there is used for places or to point out at something. At first, it's just a distant sound, a low rumble, a kind of sound that makes you pause and wonder. What's that? In Dhanpur, motorcycles aren't unusual, but multiple motorcycles all at once, that's different. The sound gets louder, closer. Some of the children go to the window to look, and then they see them. 5 men on motorcycles, but those aren't ordinary men. These are what we in India call gundas, goons. The type you see in movies, well built, muscular, wearing dark sunglasses even though they are not necessary. The type you have clearly spent more time in gyms than in schools. The type who they eat nails for breakfast and wash it down with aggression. The motorcycles screech to a halt outside the school. The children, excited by this unusual disruption, are chattering. Some of the teachers poke their heads out of their classroom to see what's happening. A few villagers, curious, start gathering. And then the lead goon, the biggest one, the one who clearly lifts weights for a living, he shouts, "Vicky! Where is Vicky?" The school goes quiet. You know that moment in movies where everything just stops? That's what happens. Children stop chattering, the teachers freeze, even the birds seem to stop chirping. Vicky, standing in his classroom, feels his stomach drop. He doesn't know who these men are, but he knows they are not here to enroll their children in school. He steps out of the classroom onto the small veranda. The children behind him are peeking out, curious and a little scared. Vicky raises his hand calmly. I am Vicky. Can I help you, gentlemen? Now I want to appreciate this moment. Vicky sees five enormous men, clearly angry, clearly dangerous, and his first instinct, politeness. Can I help you, gentlemen? Like they are here to ask for directions. Help us? Oh, you can definitely help us, Teacher Sahib. The way he says Teacher Sahib, it's dripping with sarcasm, mocking, like being teacher is something to be ashamed of. We are looking for something and we think you have it. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What are you looking for? Don't play dumb with us. You know exactly what we are talking about. By now, more villagers have gathered. Saloni comes running from her house nearby, her face pale with worry. Uncle Ramu is there, holding his walking stick like a weapon. Auntie Savitri is clutching her dupatta, looking terrified but refusing to leave. I genuinely don't know what you're talking about. If someone owes you money or there has been some misunderstanding, cut that. Where is it? Where is what? I teach children in a village. What could I possibly have that you want? And then things escalate. The second goon, losing patience, grabs Vicky by his shirt collar and pulls him forward off the veranda. Listen carefully, teacher. We know you have it. We've been tracking you. We know you were in Mumbai 3 years ago. We know about the train. We know about the man who gave it to you. Vicky's face goes pale. And in that moment, dosto, we know whatever these men are talking about, Vicky knows exactly what it is. But he's playing dumb, hoping they'll give up and leave. I don't know what incident you're referring to. I have worked in many cities. The Mumbai to Thane train 3 years ago. Don't lie to us. The villagers are getting agitated now. This is their teacher. These men are manhandling. Their Vicky, who helps them, who teaches their children, who's going to marry Saloni. Leave him alone. He's a good boy. He's our teacher, Uncle Ramu shouts. But the goons ignore them. And now, the big one, the leader. He's had enough of talking. That sound, that unmistakable sound of a gun being cocked. Everyone freezes. In Dhanpur, people have seen guns. It's rural India. Some farmers have old rifles for crop protection. But this is different. This is a pistol and it's being pointed at teacher's head. Last chance, teacher. Where is it? Vicky is staring down the barrel of a gun. His heart is racing. He can hear Saloni crying somewhere in the crowd. He can feel the gun cold against his temple. And he makes a decision. Listen to me. Listen very carefully. I don't know what you think I have, but I am a village teacher. Look around you. Does this look like the life of someone who has something valuable? I live in 2-room house. I ride a bicycle. I earn 15,000 rupees a month. If I had everything what you're looking for, would I be here? He could be hiding it, waiting for the right time, one of the goons said. Hiding it for 3 years? Living like this? Does that make any sense? And here's where Vicky does something either incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Honestly, probably both. He grabs the gun. In one quick moment, Vicky grabs the gun, whips it, and somehow, manages to take control of it. Now he's holding the gun, pointing it at the goons. The villagers gasp. The goons step back, genuinely surprised. I have nothing to hide. I came to this village to start fresh, to leave my old life behind. Whatever you think I have, I don't. Now leave. Leave me and this village in peace. For a moment, just a moment, nobody moves. The teacher holding a gun on five goons. The absurdity of it almost makes you want to laugh. Except nobody's laughing because this is deadly serious. And then the villagers find their courage. Uncle Ramu steps forward, his walking stick raised. You heard him. Leave our village now. Yes, get out. How dare you threaten our teacher? Auntie Savitri shouts. More voices join in. Within moments, 30-40 villagers have surrounded the goons. They are not trained fighters, they are farmers, housewives, elderly people, shopkeepers, but they are united. And there's power in that unity. The panchayat head pushes through the crowd, his face stern. Authoritatively, he says, "This is my village. I am the head of this panchayat. I am telling you, leave now. And if you ever come back, we'll deal with you accordingly to our village laws. We once drove away a corrupt government official. We can handle you." The goons look at each other, five of them against an entire village. Not great odds. The leader snatches his gun back from Vicky. This isn't over, teacher. We will be watching you, the goon leader threatened, but backing away. They get onto their motorcycles and leave, the sound of their engines fading into the distance. As the dust settles, there is a moment of silence, and then everyone starts talking at once. Vicky, are you okay? Who are those men? What did they want? Saloni reaches him and hugs him tight, not caring that the entire village is watching. She's crying, and Vicky wraps his arms around her, suddenly feeling exhausted. The adrenaline is wearing off, and his hands are shaking. I'm okay, everyone, thank you. But Vicky, beta, who were they? What money were they talking about? All eyes turn to Vicky. The entire village wants answers. And Vicky, he takes a deep breath. It's a misunderstanding. Years ago, when I was in Mumbai, there was an incident on a train. A man was being chased by someone and they thought he gave me money. But he didn't. These men, they have been harassing me ever since, showing up every few months. But I have nothing. You all know me. You know I have nothing. Of course, beta, we know you. You're a good boy. Those men are crazy. How can they think our Vicky has money? If he had money, why would he be here teaching our children? The villagers nod, accepting his explanation. They have known Vicky for a year now. They have seen how he lives. Simple, modest, earning a teacher's salary. The logic tracks. If he had money, he wouldn't be here. But Saloni, she doesn't say anything. She just holds Vicky's hand and looks at him with an expression he can't quite read. Is it concern? Suspicion? Both. The next few days are tense. The village is on high alert, but the goons don't return. Slowly, life goes back to normal. The incident becomes village gossip, retold and embellished with each telling. By the end of the week, the story has grown to Vicky single-handedly fighting off 10 armed men. But doston, while life seems normal on the surface, something has shifted. Saloni is watching Vicky more carefully, and Vicky, he is more distracted, more lost in thought. About 2 weeks after the incident, Vicky approaches Saloni one evening. They are sitting by the village pond, watching the sunset, their usual spot. Saloni, I need to go to Udaipur for a few days. Udaipur? Why? My provident fund from my old jobs. I need to withdraw it. It's about 25,000 rupees. We can use it for the wedding. Really? That's wonderful. When will you leave? Tomorrow morning. I should be back in 3 days, 4 days maximum. Okay, be safe. And Vicky, this will really help with the wedding expenses. Vicky leaves the next morning, takes a bus to the nearest town, then another bus towards Udaipur. Or so Saloni thinks. 3 days pass, then four. On the fifth day, Vicky returns. He looks tired, dusty from travel. Saloni runs to meet him, excited to hear about the Provident Fund. Vicky, you're back. So, how much did you get? There was a problem. Problem? What kind of problem? The PF office, they need more documents. Some issue with my previous employer's signature. I couldn't get the money this time. Oh, that's okay. These things happen with government offices. You can go again when you have the documents. But something doesn't sit right with Saloni. Vicky seems off. He's evasive. Won't look her in the eye. But she doesn't push. Not yet. 2 weeks later, Vicky makes the same announcement. Saloni, I need to go to Udaipur again. I have got all the documents this time. I should definitely be able to get the PF. Okay, good luck this time. He leaves. 4 days later, he's back. Still no money. Same excuse. Some other document missing, some other complication. This time, Saloni's patience is wearing thin. But she still doesn't say anything. She watches. She waits. The third time, Vicky announces he's going to Udaipur for his Provident Fund. Saloni has had enough. Stop. What? Just stop, Vicky. Stop lying to me. I'm not lying. The PF office is just very bureaucratic. This is no Provident Fund, is there? Saloni, do you think I am stupid? 3 times, Vicky. 3 times you've gone to Udaipur and come back with nothing. And each time you have a different excuse. Documents missing, signatures needed, office closed. It's complicated. Don't treat me like I'm one of your students who will believe whatever story you tell them. This is about those goons, isn't it? About whatever they were looking for. Vicky is silent. What can he say? She's right. I love you, Vicky. I want to marry you, but I can't. I can't marry someone who lies to me, who keeps secrets. If you can't trust me with the truth, then what kind of marriage will we have? Saloni's tears flowing. She says, tell me the truth, all of it, or I'm leaving. I mean it, Vicky. I'll call off the wedding. I'll leave Dhanpur. I can't live like this. And doston, Vicky sees it in her eyes. She's not bluffing. This is the woman he loves, the woman he wants to spend his life with, and she's about to walk away because of his lies. Okay. I'll tell you everything. But you have to promise me you will listen to the whole story before you judge. I promise. Sitting back down, Saloni says. Vicky takes a deep breath and then he begins. It was 3 years ago. I was working at a call center in Mumbai. Terrible job, terrible boss, terrible hours. One particular day was especially bad. I dealt with angry customer for 9 hours straight. As Vicky narrates, let me paint the picture for you, dosto. Imagine Mumbai, the city of dreams, but also the city of crowded trains, endless rush and exhaustion. Young Vicky, 22 years old, had just finished his shift at 11 p.m. He's tired. His feet hurt. His head hurts from wearing the headset all day. He just wants to go home to his tiny paying guest accommodation and sleep. I boarded the local train from Mumbai to Thane. It was late, almost 11:30 p.m. The train wasn't too crowded, thank God. I found a seat and just collapsed. I was so tired, Saloni, so tired. The local train. If you have ever been to Mumbai, you know these trains. They are the lifeline of the city. During the day, they are packed like sardine cans. But late at night, they're almost empty. Just a few tired souls going home. The train started moving. I was half asleep. And then the train stops at the station. I don't even remember which one. I wasn't paying attention. Just as the train is about to leave, I hear running footsteps, heavy footsteps. And then this man, this huge man, he jumps into the compartment. He's panting, sweating, looking terrified. Picture this man, 6 feet tall, broad shouldered, but his face is pale with fear. His shirt is half untucked. His hair is messy. He looks like he's been running for his life because, as we learn, he has been. He stumbles towards me. I'm the only person in that section of the compartment, and before I can even ask if he's okay, he shoves something into my hand. A small pouch, plastic. I can feel something inside it, like paper. Saloni interrupted. Did he say anything? Just one thing, he said. Very important. Very important. That's it. And then the train starts moving, picking up speed. Vicky is sitting there, holding this pouch, completely confused. The man has moved away. And then chaos. 4 or 5 men storm into the compartment. I don't know where they came from. Maybe they jumped on from the platform as the train was moving. They are all big, muscular, and angry. These aren't ordinary passengers. These are professional goons. The kind who do this for a living. Shaved heads, thick necks, expensive watches. The typical Bollywood goon look. Except this is real life. They go straight for the man. No questions, no talking, just straight to violence. They grab him, start punching him. I'm frozen in my seat, watching this happen. I should do something. I know I should, but I'm scared. They are tearing his clothes, checking his pocket, asking, where is it? Where is it? Over and over. The man is getting beaten badly, blood from his nose, his shirt is torn. Saloni horrifiedly says, oh my God. One of them, the leader, I think he pulls out a gun. That sound, again, dosto. The sound that changes everything. The metallic click of a gun being cocked. Suddenly, this isn't just a fight. This is life and death. He puts the gun right on the man's forehead. Right there, I can see it from where I am sitting. And he says, last chance. Where is it? The man, beaten bloody with a gun to his head, he looks around desperately. And then he looks at Vicky. Their eyes meet. And the man, he raises his hand and points directly at Vicky. And then he collapses, just collapses on the floor. He died? Asks Saloni. I don't know. I think so. He wasn't moving, and suddenly, all those men, they are looking at me. Imagine being Vicky in that moment, dosto. You are a 22-year-old call center employee. You're tired. You just wanted to go home, and now 5 armed goons are staring at you, and there's a possibly dead man on the floor who just pointed at you. They came for me, all of them shouting, where is it? He gave it to you. Give it to us. What did you do? I fought. With a slight pride in his voice, Vicky says. And here's something about Vicky that nobody knew. All those jobs he'd done, one of them was at a gym for 3 months. He wasn't just a receptionist. He'd actually trained. He learned some boxing, some basic self-defense. The gym closed down and he moved on, but the training stuck. I landed a punch on the first guy who grabbed me, caught him right on the jaw. He went down. The others were surprised. They thought I'd be an easy target. The train is still moving, swaying. The confined space of the compartment is actually working in Vicky's favor. The goons can't all attack at once. Vicky is using the seats, the poles, everything as obstacles. I managed to push past them and run towards the door as the train was pulling into the next station. I jumped off before the train fully stopped, nearly fell, but kept running. There was another train on the platform next to ours just sitting there. I didn't think, I just jumped on, ran into a compartment, tried to hide. Vicky is behind some seats, crouched down, head pounding so hard he thinks it might explode. He still has the pouch clutched in his hands. In a moment of panic driven intelligence, he does something smart. I shoved the pouch deep into the seat cover, seat number 47, window seat along the aisle. I pushed it all the way to the edge where the cushion meets the wall. Then I moved away from that seat, went to another compartment. And it's a good thing he did, because they found me. Somehow, they saw me jump trains and followed. They cornered me in the compartment. Where is it? We saw him give it to you. I don't know what you're talking about. What did he give me? Don't play games. The pouch. Where is the pouch? I don't have anything. Look, search me. I have nothing. And they did search him. Rough hands going through his pockets, his bag. They found his wallet, his phone, his ID card, but no pouch. They checked everywhere, my pockets, my bag, even made me take off my shoes. Nothing. Saloni said, so they believed you? Eventually, yes, but not before they made sure to traumatize me. They took down everything. My name from my ID, my phone number, my office address, my home address, everything. We are watching you. If we find out you have hidden it somewhere, we'll find you. We know where you work. We know where you live. You can't hide from us. And with that threat hanging in the air, they left. The train had stopped at another station by then. And they walked off, left Vicky standing there, shaking in an empty train compartment. I didn't go to work the next day or the day after. I was too scared. I kept thinking they'd come to my PG or show up at my office. I couldn't read, couldn't sleep. That must have been terrifying, Saloni says sympathetically. After a week, I quit the job, moved to a different part of Mumbai, changed my phone number, but they found me anyway. What? Yes, dosto, they weren't ordinary goons. They had resources, connections. 2 months later, they showed up at my new workplace. Same questions, same threats. I told them the same thing. I don't have anything. They searched my room, found nothing, left with more threats. So you kept moving. Every few months, they'd find me. Every time I'd run. Pune, Nashik, Ahmedabad, Jaipur. Different cities, different jobs. Always looking over my shoulder. And then I came to Dhanpur. I thought maybe in a small village they won't find me. Maybe I can finally have peace. But they found you anyway, softly said Saloni. They always do. Saloni is crying now. Not angry tears, but sad tears. Tears for what Vicky has been through, for the fear he's been living with. I'm so sorry, Saloni, wiping her tears, said. I'm so sorry you went through all that. Those men who came to the village, they beat you up. Actually, no, Vicky said, grinning. I bet them up. What? I didn't tell you the full story of what happened at the school. They had guns. Yes, it was scary, but before the gun came out, I fought them and I won. And that is true, dosto. Remember, I told you Vicky had some training? Well, 3 years of running, 3 years of occasional confrontations, 3 years of stress. It had turned Vicky into someone who could handle himself in a fight. Saloni laughed through tears. You idiot. Here I was feeling sorry for you. Vicky smiling. I mean, feel a little sorry. It was still scary. They sit in comfortable silence for a moment, but Saloni isn't done with her questions. Vicky, where did you hide it? What? Saloni, I told you I don't have it. I shoved it in that train seat and left it there. I'm telling you the truth. I don't have anything. You're lying. Why would I lie to you? I just told you everything. Because I know you, Vicky. I know when you're hiding something. You get this look in your eye. You avoid looking directly at me, and your left hand fidgets like it's doing right now. Busted. Saloni is too smart for our young boy, Vicky. Are you? Are you part of the gang? What? Half joking, half serious, Vicky said. Seriously, this interrogation is very professional. Are you sure you're not secretly working with those goons? Is this whole relationship a setup? Vicky, are you serious right now? I mean, you're asking a lot of pointed questions. You seem very interested in this pouch. You haven't blinked in like 2 minutes. I haven't blinked because I'm staring at you in disbelief. And despite the seriousness of the situation, they both start laughing because it's absurd. All of it. The whole situation is like something out of a movie. But really, Vicky, Saloni said, you went back for it, didn't you? Saloni, even if I did, it's probably gone by now. The train has probably been cleaned 100 times. The pouch is long gone. That's not a denial. It's a realistic assessment. Vicky this time firmly said, I don't have anything, Saloni. Those trips to Udaipur, they were wild goose chases. I was trying to, I don't know, figure things out, but I found nothing. I have nothing. Please believe me. And maybe it's the sincerity in his voice, or maybe Saloni is just tired of pushing. But she nods. Okay, I believe you. Vicky, relieved, says, thank you. But Vicky, no more lies. No more secrets. If something happens, if those men come back, you tell me immediately. I will. I promise. They embrace, and for a moment, everything seems settled. The truth is out, or at least most of it. They can move forward, plan the wedding, live their life. Except, dosto, we know something Saloni doesn't. Vicky is still hiding something. A big something. And that, dosto, is where we stop today. A man with a past that can't quite let go of. A woman who loves him enough to push for the truth. A village that has no idea what's really going on. And a secret that Vicky is still carrying all by himself. What is he hiding? Where has he really been going all this time? And what was actually inside that mysterious pouch? Come back for episode 2 of The Train to Trichy. Because I promise you, what Vicky has been keeping from Saloni will change everything. This is Kabir, and you have been listening to Kahani Suno with Kabir and Sarah. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Share it with someone who loves a good story. Until next time, dosto, keep listening, keep wondering.